Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your guy Don. Today I got a real quick real versus fake review of the Jordan 4 Rare Air. These just released this past Saturday, which was July 26th, for a whopping $225 retail price. On my right, I got a Hibbets retail pair, and on my left, I got a R3P pair from across the water, you know, from over in China. We're gonna get right into the boxes though, so I don't keep the video held up too long, and we're gonna check out these kicks, man. This is the Hibbets pair right here that I scooped up, and y'all let me know down in the comments if you guys got a pair. Receipt right there, you know what I'm saying. They pretty much sitting, you know. Got that pair from across the water right there. What we gonna do, we're gonna get both of the pairs out the way, and we're gonna check out what's going on with these boxes so we can get these boxes about the way, because like I said, this video is for educational purposes to help you guys spot the differences when trying to go and get this retail one. Because when they gone off the shelf, you're going to have people going to the third markets and stuff trying to get these. So I'm just trying to make sure y'all getting what you're supposed to be getting. So starting out with the retail box, we're going to look at the size and label. So the size and label, we see Air Jordan 4, retro, black, fire red, deep royal, blue, size 11. Y'all see the tag. So, all right, we got the barcode looking like that. So before I get into the inside of the retail, I just want to let y'all see both of the boxes is like the same height and stuff like that, and width. You got that holographic type of look on both of them. So I'll say, you know what I'm saying, other than the little ding on the R3P pair, you know, the boxes is looking pretty much about the same. Take that receipt out. We do got a YDM molding sticker in the inside of the retail. As y'all can see, we got the Jumpman, Flight, all of that. I did have these that covered the kicks, so we got, let me put that one back. We got two papers that covered the kicks, and in the inside we have a cement printed paper in the inside, and we also have the box with the extra set of laces came in. Let me see. Look a little blown out right there. So that's how that's looking. So let's take a look at the R3P box so we can see what's going on. So right off the back, I don't see the YDM molding sticker in the same location, but we do have it right here along this side of the box. We got the cement printed paper, but the R3P didn't come covered with the actual individual papers wrapped around it. Looking at the laces, I know it's not probably showing up on camera, but I'm seeing a lighter shade of royal on the laces that came with the R3P. I'm seeing a slight font difference on the box. The box font for the R3P is a little bit more closer and tighter knitted than it is on the actual officials. So that's how it's looking on that end. Just want to make sure y'all squared away and getting all of that information. For this portion, you can pause and just check out the barcode label with me, but that's how everything is looking from what I can see. Yeah, I'm not seeing a difference as far as on the barcodes of the box. So that is something you're going to have to watch out for. As far as the fonts and stuff like that, everything is looking as close as possible. Back side of the box. Let y'all see how it look. I mean, they pretty much looking identical as far as the box. Like I said, you got a different location of the actual molding sticker, but we're gonna put the boxes to the background, man. We done spent a lot of time on these boxes. I just want to get these kicks back into the view so we can look at the kicks and do the comparison and show y'all what's going on them. So let's get them right into the view. right off the back, what is the first thing y'all notice when looking at these kicks? However, we're going to go over them and I'm going to discuss and let y'all know what I see. Boom. Matter of fact, what I'll do, we'll put that one up here. We'll check out the ones with the hang tags on them. We're going to start off with the hang tags, matter of fact. So as far as the hang tag, I am seeing, I'm seeing like really is more grittier on, I know if that's a word, it's a little bit more gritty on the R3P, and it looks slightly like a different type of texture is just on here. As far as the colors is looking about the same. It's a little bit more sturdier and a little bit more, you know, solid of a feel when I try to bend it on the R3P, but it's just the hang tags. Both of them come with the chain on them and stuff like that. We're going to take a look at the lateral on both and see what we can spot. Retail being on the top. Matter of fact, let me do it like this. So we have the R3P right here and we have the retail over to my right. Right off the back for me though, you know, jumping right in, what I notice is that the suede that's around the mudguard on the retail is a little bit lighter, of like a charcoal type of gray black type of look. And that's the first thing off the back that I can spot on the kick. So as far as the colors, I'm seeing a bit of a deeper blue, like a darker blue on the R3P, which is over to the left. And let me just do a zoom around on the retail so we can see everything. You know what I'm saying? Like that Nike L, we got to talk about that. And then, you know, on the mid of the shoe. So what I'm saying is on the caging area, we do have a difference in color. So it's like a black on the actual R3P, and then on the retail we have it more of like a charcoal gray, the way it is with the suede that's on the mudguard. And y'all let me know if y'all see that down in the comments. Matter of fact, down in the comments, y'all help me out because I'm only one person and I'm not perfect. I might miss some stuff. Y'all just, you know, feel free to join along. Let me know, hey, done, I noticed this and you ain't point that out, but I'm just going to try to do the best that I can do. But as far as the colors on the wing lids, they both looking the same to me. We just got a black and then we got a red. The openings are looking about the same. To that angle, the red kind of looked it a little off, but it's about the same on that end. We're going to get a front look at the kicks and look at them. So both of them do have the widow's peak on the shoes. We got that stitching going around the toe box. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As far as where the caging is on the front. And for real, this is like a really tough one. Looking at it from this angle, it's looking like that. We got the sock liners both looking about the same color. We're going to take a look at the Jumpman patches. Let me know if any one of y'all out there got the gold. I know when I picked this pair up from Hibbett, they had already looked in the inside of the joint, probably trying to detect whether if it was a gold or a white writing. And I didn't check until I got outside. Had I looked when I was in the inside of the store, I would have stopped them and like, yo, give me another one. But I wasn't really tripping because, I mean, you can't see this anyway. But that's how the patch looking right there on that one from Hibbett's. We're going to take off the patch from the one from across the water. And we're just going to examine the tongues on there. And this is how both of them looking. I'm not really seeing much differences when it comes to this. On the patches, they looking very, very identical to say the least though. Black lace is intact in the kicks. Look at the Nike L's on the back of the kicks. Cut on the back is looking very, very the same, if not very, very similar. What I'm seeing is that the front for the Nike Air branding is a tad bit thicker on the R3P to the left. Far as the bottoms, R3P is to the top, and on the bottom is the retail. Bottom both got that standard herringbone traction. It seems like the colors are on point. However, I'm seeing more of a shinier, and maybe my camera is not picking it up, but it's just look at it. It's a little bit more shinier right here. Like it's like a clear coating on the bottom of the retail, and then at the top with the R3P is a little bit more matted, a little bit more muted of a color. And I'm really just trying to find some differences I can nitpick about these two, bruh. Like for real, I can say Across the Water did a good job, but just to get y'all a close up, look at how that mudguard looking. Look at the mudguard on the retail and then the mudguard on the R3P. So that'll probably be like the most standout thing that I see as far as on the kicks, as far as on the inside of the tongue, this being the R3P. You got the Air Jordan upside down. And you got the Air Jordan upside down on the officials. We're going to go right up inside there, though, to that insole. So this is the insole of the retail. We got that Rare Air on it. They got the, I wish they wanted to put that size tag that covered the actual Nike Air branding. That was kind of like, wow, right there. Like, come on, bro. I like to keep that intact. We do see the size 11. We see what's going on the insole. Let's take a look at that footbed, though. We got the footbed looking like that up inside the retail from Hibbett's. And let's go on ahead and get into the inside of the R3P. Let's compare tissue papers. This is how the tissue paper looks on the retail right here in my right hand, and in my left hand R3P paper. To be honest, bro, I ain't gonna even lie. It could be a tough one for real, but yeah. In the inside, we starting to see differences already, but y'all gotta let me know. Some of y'all guys who got early pairs, overseas pairs, y'all let me know as far as the footbed, you know, if y'all got the same footbed that's on this R3P right here. But this is the differences in how it's looking. You know what I'm saying? Because like if somebody's trying to sell you one on the third party and they like, yo, yeah, I got them from this store. Like, bruh, like when I seen Don review and the footbed is looking super different, bro. Why your footbed looking like that? Like where you get yours from? But you can see that size 11 under the insole, and right here on the top, you don't see it on the retail. So before we get into the size tag, we're just going to look at the actual insole. So the insole is looking like that, looking more peelable and more easier to rub off on the R3P. We don't have the sizing tag. The R3P, the insole is a little bit thicker. I ain't gonna even cap, bruh. I'm gonna let y'all see the size of it. I don't know if it look about the same thickness on camera, but it feels like very, very stiff. You know what I'm saying, in my hands. But it's a clear difference of the insole, and this is how it look. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can screenshot it. Hopefully the light is not blurring it out too much, because I do got my ring light sitting right over top of it. But getting into the inside on that tag, let me let y'all see what's going on and how it's looking. So we got that size 11 LN4M factory. So we have the production dates, the 07/31/24 to 10/24/24 inside that Hibbett's version. And inside the Across the Water version, we have the tag looking like this. We have a size 11, of course. We got the LN4M factory as well. We have a production date of 06/05/24 to 08/13/24. And we have a FV5029003. Let me see. And we have the same in the inside of the actual Hibbett's pair. So let's compare some toe boxes real quick before we get off of cam. Let me see. Let me take this one and this one. See how across the water got the shape. So I am seeing a bit of a largeness up in the R3P, which is right here, but all in all, it's nothing like too noticeable on foot. Let me see. We got the stars looking like that. Bottom on these ones is looking pretty much about the same, man. I'm trying to really find some major differences, but I think I got y'all enough by going into the inside, into the insole. You know, that'll probably be about y'all best bet to check out that. However, these are looking very similar. And as far as the colors on the mudguard, like I said, it does look a little bit different on the R3P, but if it makes any sense, I've been seeing a lot of like the overseas versions and stuff like that. And like when I go on eBay and stuff, they've already been sold from overseas. So what I see is that a lot of the overseas pairs are coming out looking like the R3P. I mean, I know, you know, it does come from overseas. So long story short, I'm thinking they went, you know, when they made the R3P, which is the rep, which is ultimately the fake, I think they went with the overseas look and mode on these, man. But bruh, it's super scary. Y'all just let me know if it's anything I missed, bruh. But just looking at them, like, it's kind of like, I'm trying to like find just something to just nitpick about these, bruh. For real, yeah. Stitching on it front, looking about the same. All right, so I brought the black light out, and for real, this is the retail right here. Let y'all see the footbed real quick. This the retail. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just checking for any type of marks that we not supposed to see on the shoes, like guidelines and stuff like that. This is the rep, which is the fake right here. Under the black light, I don't see anything glowing, but I think I almost spoke too fast. In the inside, it looked like we got glowing on the inside stitching. Let me see if we got that on the side the retail. All right, we do got glowing on the inside stitching in the retail as well. So let me just see. Yeah, I don't really see no I thought it would probably be like guidelines and stuff on the fake, but over to the left, I don't see no guidelines on them. Like I said, y'all just let me know what y'all think down in the comments.